And we are underway. Deep kick-off.
It's great hands, isn't it, from Darren Lockyer right from the start.
Run and go, right back.
Webke.
Goal clear.
He's back 15 metres out. Now Wendell Saylor involved early in the action. Martin Locke there for the Cowboys, making the tackle. Thorne. Upended.
Right back the line.
G wants it, gets it. Duderman's the number 7 for the Cowboys. Decoy runner, kicking early. Lockyer with that left boot. Big kick, well taken by Shearer. A former Bronco, and Michael Hancock gets him.
Nowhere to go there. Great chase by Hancock, Walters and Renoff, making sure that Shearer couldn't dash back in field.
Turn and go.
Joining us on the sideline, Russell Fairfax.
Hold it.
Conditions quite warm.
Well, the crowd and the ground are ready for a big one today. Good crowd on hand. I guess there's about 15,000, but conditions, well, they're very kind, the elements. There's a slight breeze running left to right on your screen that favours the Cowboys at this stage. No rain forecast, superb conditions.
High tackle here.
Yes, John Plath going high on John Lomax from the Cowboys. Just jumped up, grabbed him around the throat. Eddie Ward, no choice but to give a penalty. You just see it here. Plath looked to be going low, jumped up and grabbed him right around the collar. Nothing from a penalty. We've already seen Duneman out on the full in general play with a bomb, and now that ordinary dropout.
G. Langer's on the short side. They come to the open. Walters off the left boot. Under pressure now, the Cowboys. Langer. Cut out ball. Lockyer. Smith. Can't get around his man. Great tackle there by Ray Mercy. Saylor out of dummy half.
He's hungry to get over that right line, isn't he? Saylor hasn't tasted a try yet in the NRL.
Short ball. Campion for Tallis. And Tallis has bombed it. They survived, but only just.
Just have a look at Shearer. He was here ready to take Tallis. That's why Tallis just trying to get over the line before he actually had it. It was there, a perfect pass. Would have been a tough one for Shearer to stop. He's already saved one, Shearer, and I guess you'd almost give him that one too. He tidied the footy up at the end.
Just look like the Broncos a bit too keen there. No depth in their running. I'm sure if they had come from a bit of depth, especially Gordon Tallis, he'd have been over untouched.
And Tallis came at him quickly. He's the man you don't want to see charging at you. Bowman, Tallis again. Good hit. The Broncos are keen. Deeth. Short ball for Locke. Nowhere to go. Walters, the counter-attack. Out of one. 30 out from the try line now. Langer. Andrew G. Duneman made a good tackle with Lomax.
Thought about slipping that pass to Andrew G, but just couldn't get it out.
Lockyer. Renoff. Renoff away from 2. Can't get around Shearer. Well, Dale Shearer has made 5 tackles so far. 3 have saved tries. Langer. Long ball from Walters.
Good defence too from the Cowboys, right up in the face of the Broncos, leaving them no options but to run the footy.
Campion looking to offload. Loose ball. Slack play by Brisbane. No restart of the tackle count. Short side play. Saylor back on the inside. Langer will stay out of this play. Lockyer. High ball. Hancock coming across. Oh, well taken. Great work there by Josh Henne. Nandruku. Nandruku can't get away from Lockyer.
Well, great tackle, Lockyer. What about Henne's take? Here they go again, down the right-hand side. Some magic play.
Great work by Henne, just 18 years of age. This is Locke. The Cowboys.
Yeah, great take by Henne. Then he had the presence of mind to look for some support. That was the amazing thing from the youngster.
Deeth. Run. Lomax just took a peep.
Well, maybe just also thinking a bit ahead of himself there, Lomax. Before he had the ball, he decided he was going to step in and turn the ball back inside, but didn't lock it up. It was a glaring error after the Cowboys had turned Brisbane around. Some great defence there from the Cowboys in that last couple of sets of 6 as well. Of course, a great tackle in the end too from Lockyer to save a runaway Noah Nandruku.
Brisbane. It's out for Sailor.
Well, then go, keep
Normally
going.
when they have 3 successive sets of 6, Brisbane, they score. Cowboys did extremely well. Now Renoff. You would think a certainty for the Test team announced next Sunday. Just short of the halfway line now, Brisbane. Hancock loves to go from dummy half. It's one of the reasons why.
Geez,
Handy 10 metres, Russell.
Yeah, fairly easy stuff for the Broncos. Every time they're taking the forwards, they're over the game line without any drama at all. And always they're on the backward step as the Queensland Cowboys. It's tough for them. It's just a matter of time before the backs get the ball. And you know how well the backs play for the Broncos.
Final tackle, the kick by Langer. Shearer.
It's well read from Shearer, well placed from Alan Langer into that corner there with the opposition winger. Chris Tassel had to stand up for the Cowboys and mark up on his man Wendell Sailor, so he couldn't really give too much help to Shearer. But gee, the pace is on in this game, isn't it, Russell? The play from up here, it's certainly no holds barred.
No, it's a very quick pace, but what's really surprising me is that the North Queensland Cowboys, even though they've got the wind at their back, are not kicking the football. They know that the Broncos can score 5 tries a match. That's what they've been averaging, and they can't afford to give them the football. So they're looking to run all sets of 6, or at least up into 5, and then kick. But they're spending a lot of time in their own territory.
Well, the problem is Duneman's at halfback, and he's not their general play kicker normally. It's Jason Ferris, so don't be surprised if Dale Shearer takes over some of the kicking duties. And here he is down the right-hand side.
Final tackle. Straight to Lockyer. As Russell mentioned, so far the second best kick returner as far as yards is concerned in the competition. Now this is Brad Thorne. Webke, who was the best Bronco forward against the Gold Coast last week. Tallis wants it and gets it. Deeth makes the tackle. And by the bootlaces. Langer with that little jink. Smith. Sailor. Sailor's away down the right wing. Ankle tap. Desperation by the Cowboys. Now they're under pressure. They'll move it to the left. Langer kicks for it.
Oh, he's been held back.
Held back. It should be a penalty try. Referee Eddie Ward will go to the video.
Penalty try anyway. Let's see if he got it.
And you heard it exactly how we called it. It would be a penalty try anyway. And I can't remember the last time we saw one.
Well, we're going to see one here if Alan Langer hasn't got it down. You see there, he was over for all money. Just off screen, he's being held back by a Cowboys player. And I think he's the first player to ground it with his left hand anyway. Great effort.
We just wait on confirmation now from Barry Barnes.
Number 12.
There's a light breeze consistently, but there are some powerful gusts. Looks like he's got it right now, though.
Oh, the Roma boy, he's wet the sand. He's been to the beach before.
Lockyer strikes it after a fair delay. The Brisbane Broncos, they take the lead early, 6 points to 0. Tallis straight through Brenneman. They've got him from behind. No, they haven't. Mercy gets him now. Shows no mercy.
Poor attempt there from Andrew Duneman. The arm was swinging like a windmill.
Play on for Plath. Plath for the try line. Finds Langer. And Alan Langer picks up try number 2. The second double in the space of 10 days for Alan Langer.
Well, I guess when you play the way Alan Langer does, you're going to pick up a few tries because he is always on the spot when there's a half break made. You see the ball here. Well, this was the initial bust. This is a poor attempt at tackle on Gordon Tallis. See Dunham in the background, filled it with himself. It was only great work from Nandruka from behind that stopped that play, just wrapping the ball up as well. And it was from this tackle, from this play the ball, that you see Kevin Walters scooting out. Hancock, the little handoff, very flat that one. Langer backing up Platt. He breaks through a couple of tackles and takes off, and then finds Langer inside. Nandruka has overrun the play, and Langer just too easy for him over next to the posts.
They now lead Brisbane by 12 points to 0.
Well, their defensive line isn't really being stretched too much. We see Darren Smith got another ball from that scrum, nice and deep from Kevin Walters. I think he's backed himself to take on Ray Mercy as often as possible.
Here goes Lockyer, try bound, Shearer. Another great tackle at fullback for the Cowboys. Langer to the line. Cut out ball for Tallis. Langer, will he get the hat trick? Yes, he will. 5 tries in 2 weeks. 3 today and maybe more to come.
Well, he's on fire, the little fellow. 3, and it's so early in the match. Just putting Gordon Tallis through a hole and backing up. You see this is the break from Lockyer. Shearer's doing what every great fullback does, just taking the man with the ball. No dummies for him. He's saved 3 or 4 today. But here's Langer, gives it to Tallis. This ball, the second man play. Tallis sees Langer in a hole. I thought it was Nandruku chasing. You wouldn't back him there, but certainly he's got too much pace for John Lomax. Lomax, all he could do was make sure Langer didn't take it any closer to the posts. Tallis just looking to offload. He's on fire today too. He wasn't even held in that tackle, Gordon Tallis. And Langer's doing it easy, isn't he, the little fella? His club. You could virtually call it his club, the Broncos. Been a real mainstay of the team for years.
Lockyer, this one looks good. Very good, in fact. And now they lead by 18 points to 0. The Broncos on fire. Tony Carroll takes on the defensive line and wins. Hancock. Great offload from Hancock for Thor. Duneman makes the tackle.
Let him up, let him up. Get up, get up.
Oh, Warren comes over the top. Langer. Shot goal. Super play by Langer. He scored 3 and he set the hunt up. Kevin Campion, in his starting debut, scores a try.
He'd be a happy boy too, Kevin Campion. Coming in for Peter Ryan, of course. His first starting game for the Broncos. You see Langer drifting across field. The trouble is that the Cowboys defence just sliding too quick out wide, too slow inside. You leave a bit of a hole when Langer's got 3 runners and there's a big chance that he's going to put someone through a hole. You can see there Lomax maybe just not quick enough to get across there. I think it was Bowman on the outside who just left a bit of a hole as well. Communication problem there. Langer, a beautiful ball. And Campion, well, it just opened up.
Lockyer hits the upright. And it goes through. They can do no wrong whatsoever, can they? 24 points to 0. Brisbane are on fire.
Now Thorne with those yardage, getting through the line once again and getting a fairly quick play the ball.
Tony Carroll. Campion. Keen as mustard.
I like the way that he runs with the footy. He doesn't tuck it up too early under his wing and make it obvious to the defence that he's going to just take them on. He holds it out in 2 hands quite often. Walters now, well read there from Duneman. He thought he'd seen a hole behind the ruck.
Langer, change of direction. Lockyer on the left boot. Hannay, horror bounce. It's gone backwards. Andrew G has scored for Brisbane. 28 points to 0. Andrew G smiles. He doesn't get too many.
Oh, they don't really deserve this, the Cowboys. They're not playing great in defence, but they don't need luck to go against them as well. Lockyer here, all he wanted to do was kick it into that corner so they could get a good chase on. It's a very nice play. They're all onside. You see it, Hannay, who's played well so far, just beaten by that bounce. Hancock thought he had it, but just popped it backwards. And Andrew G doesn't get many, as you said, but he's quite happy to get that one. That's another one. Clock another one up for the forwards. Lockyer just playing the percentages there. But when the ball is bouncing near the end goal, you're always in with a chance. Hancock, I think that in fact may have come off his hand and then his face. Back to Andrew G for a try.
170 first-grade games for Andrew G. That's his 7th try. So I say he doesn't get too many.
Well, we'll get the video of that one and replay it over and over. He came in with only just over 60% for the year, so this will bump the percentages up if he puts this one over as well.
Lockyer. The scoreboard now reads 3-0-0. 30 points to nil. Langer. Short ball for Philip Lee. And
sometimes they don't really work, do they? Telegraphed that, Alan Langer. Sure Phil Lee saw the defenders coming in too. He didn't really want it.
Saylor using his strength, and now he uses the speed. Saylor under the posts. 34-0 to Carver. An absolute try feast.
Gee, I'll tell you, when you've got wingers that come in like that, they run like a second rower, they bend the line like a front rower, and then they sprint away as a winger should. Here he goes, stepping inside of Shearer. Now you can see the cover defence coming. Tassel's no slouch. Hannay's quick, but Saylor just put on the speed the moment he got into that hole and saw that he was a chance of getting to the line. Busting through the tackle there. Cunningham left on the ground. Shearer could only get one hand and try to ankle tap him, and Saylor sprinting away. It's a great sight, isn't it? If you're a Broncos fan, I expect. Not if you're a Cowboys supporter. He made it look easy in the end. Once he was in the open, there was no stopping him.
Lockyer keeps that perfect record intact. Now the scoreline, the half-time break, 36 points to nil. Alan Langer has 2 tries. Tallis and Walters, they're happy with their job so far. There's Darren Smith. 36-0, a more than a comfortable lead. We'll take a short break from ANZ.
The groundbreaking and immersive BBC Earth experience, narrated by the one and only David Attenborough, has arrived exclusively in Melbourne this summer. Secure reserve tickets to the most sought-after sessions thanks to Foxtel Rewards.
Get together with Hungry Jack's Mega Feast Bundle with Poppin' Chicken. Get 4 drinks, chips and sauce, 2 Whopper cheese, 2 cheeseburgers, 2 chicken royales and 20 Poppin' Chicken for just $39.95 at Hungry Jack's.
Yeah, good.
Oh, don't run.
We've been standing together for over 60 years because it's in our nature to support community. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
I'm on an epic quest to overthrow a great evil. A terrifying menace appears. Quick, friends, we must overpower it. Morning. The tower looms ahead. I am riding an emotional roller coaster.
Could you ride more quietly?
Ooh, I'm in a field. Or a goat.
Audible. Start your free trial today.
What's that?
Why blend in when you're born to stand out? Why blend in when you're born to stand out? Why blend in when you're born to stand out? They looking at you, you the man now. Why blend in when you're born to stand out? Why blend in when you're born to stand out? Why blend in when you're born to stand out? They looking at you, you the
Hungry Jack's new Texan Bacon Deluxe. Crispy bacon with double flame grilled beef, Texan smoky barbecue and creamy peppercorn sauce. The new Texan Bacon Deluxe. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
Go full sport with Code Sports, Australia's biggest and most experienced sports news team, with data, insights and stories from all around the globe. For all your sport, now in the one place. Go full sport with Code.
There's nothing like cricket. Zinc on the lips, hands on the hips. Bring your mates, your mum, your yaya, your nonna, your nani. It's cricket, and there's nothing like it. Search cricket tickets to be there.
Kicks for most of the day, but they're 6 from 6. We are underway in the second 40 minutes. And Russell Fairfax, what was happening in the rooms?
Well, as you'd expect, Terry, not much happening in the Broncos room. Their coach, Wayne Bennett, was pretty happy with the way things going, but he wants to look for some more short passes in behind the play the ball area. That's the area they're going to hit in this second half. As you expect, Timmy Sheens, he wanted his players to get that out there pretty quick and get straight back into it. He was disappointed with the defence. He said to work on that. That's a big thing. No more turnovers, and if there is a turnover, get back and defend as quick as possible. It's all about pride this second half, said Tim Sheens.
Oh, Brad Thorne lining up Lomax there. Martin Locke out the back. Deeth has dropped it. Langer's come up with it. Talis. Kevin Walters. Walters to the corner. Kevin Walters, the first try of the second half. And the massacre continues at ANZ. The Broncos bustle their way now to 40 points to 0.
Well, too many mistakes in the first half was the Cowboys' demise, and it's happened again in this second half. Langer pouncing on a loose ball. Tallis half through a hole, just gives it to Walters, and too much pace he's got for Cunningham. You see Shearer coming across, was really never going to get there. His only chance would be to knock the ball out, but Kevin Walters too cagey for that to happen. There it goes from Thorne to Tallis in a big hole. Cunningham hanging on. He chases Walters as well. It's a good effort from him, but just not enough pace to stop him. And Shearer late there, a late arrival, was never going to stop Kevin Walters from scoring. The crowd favourite, or one of them, Kevin Walters here, just streaking away. They don't look like 30-year-old legs. He's still fairly quick.
The left boot has been working perfectly today. It continues to do so. The flags go up again. And that scoreline a further embarrassment. 42-0. Final tackle now. Langer. Lockyer. Quick hand. Philip Lee. He strolls over the try line. Untouched. They couldn't get a hand on him. 46 points to 0. Maybe they should declare.
Maybe they'd like to declare, but it's not going to happen. Still plenty of time and still plenty of hungry Broncos out there. The second man play. Beautiful short hands to Lockyer. Plath knew that all he had to do was turn his back and slip the ball out, and they had numbers out wide. Phil Lee accepts the pass to go over. Kevin Walters runs the decoy. Quick hands from Lockyer. Plath stands in the Nandruku tackle, and Lee's over. Dale Shearer didn't even bother to cover. He was over the line before any cover defence could get there.
Lockyer keeps that perfect record intact. 48 points to 0, ANZ. Driscoll looking to impress. There's Tony Carroll. He seems to have bounced back after that shoulder injury. Langer to the line. Smith. Smith back for Lockyer. Lockyer ran off. Reaches out and gets them. They have broken the half-century barrier. 52-0, courtesy of Renoff.
Well, you'd expect him to be on the try scorers list when you're winning by this much. Renoff has now gone to the lead of the try scorers for the NRL. You see Smith across field, a great run from him, a ball back inside to Lockyer, who dummies, then hands it to Renoff. Ben Walker would have thought he was over here, but Shearer had taken him out. So Renouf just made the lunge himself. Langer is the man with the ball. Dummy runner before Smith gets it inside to Lockyer, who just handed it back off to Renouf. Went to pass it to Walker, had no choice other than to go over himself. And that's 7 for the season for Renouf, and there'll be plenty more to come.
Lockyer, just time. He had to sum things up, and Renouf. Cowboys behind the line. Waved away. His first miss of the day. He's done an outstanding job. The scoreline, 52 points to 0 at ANZ.
Here's the hit back now through Walters and Doonerman.
There's Nandaruku. Driven back in that tackle by Walker. Walters, Shearer, Doonerman. Long ball now. Chance, they can't get the ball free. Luke Scott wrapped up in the tackle by Renouf. Down the short side, Doonerman. Chance, they score eventually. Josh Hannay, the teenager, goes over. Too little, too late, far, far too late.
You don't think they'll come back from here, Terry? You're a brave man. Doonerman with the ball out wide. They've just got numbers here. Alfie Langer has in fact come in and should have stayed out. And Hannay with one man to beat. And Tassel outside of him. You see the ball from Doonerman. Well, Langer had to actually stay in. He had a runner in tight. The Broncos should have been up and sliding and not coming in on that play. Hancock nowhere to go. Just the...
Hannay, left boot, shaves the post, waved away. And 52 points to 4 the score.
Gary, you're dead right about Steve Walters. He's been the mainstay of this forward pack for the North Queensland Cowboys. Without him, they'd be doing it a lot tougher. Let me tell you, he's been great in there, done some solid work, and he's given them a few options in attack. Steve Walters has been great today. I don't believe he'll be facing retirement next time they pick the side.
Philip Lee, big game off the bench. Walker, Walters now. He'll win the race to the line. He gets a double. Kevin Walters, 56-4. Get the calculator out.
Well, some smiles all around there from the Broncos. He has a little side bet with Alfie Langer as to number of tries they're going to score in the season, and it looked like Alfred had him gone at 3, but beautiful play there from Philip Lee. Back to Walker. Kevin Walters backing up, 30 metres out, looking around to see if there's any speedsters chasing, and there really weren't until he got close to the line. Good play there from Lee. Looks outside, dummies. Through one, soft tackle. Another one there from Doonerman. Stands, finds Walker inside. Beautiful hands from Walker. Just a little flick over the shoulder. And Walters, well, he knew from when he was about 10 metres away there was no stopping him.
Which is a big rap because he's a hell of a fullback. Strikes that one nicely. 9 from 10. 56-4. What a day Brisbane have had. Final tackle. Saylor chases. Shearer. He'll take the tackle. The match is all over. The pain is over for the Cowboys. The tries eventually stop for Brisbane. 58 points to 4. A record score for the Brisbane Broncos.